Coming up tonight on KSL Outdoors.
They're right here.
A mountain range known for monster muleys is also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the Cloward family.
Can I throw up now? Oh.
Hey, nice shot.
I'm Adam Eakle, and let's go hunting.
KSL Outdoors with Adam Eakle is brought to you by your local Ford stores.
Welcome to KSL Outdoors. I'm Adam Eakle. Tonight we're going to reintroduce you to a family, the Cloward family. We met them last March when they took us on a rabbit hunt in northeastern Utah. We're down here on the Henry Mountains. We're hunting a once-in-a-lifetime species, one that the Cloward family has a lot of experience with.
Well, we're down here on the Henry Mountains for a bison hunt. Starts tomorrow morning. My youngest son has the permit this year. He hasn't hardly slept for a week. This is number 5 in our family, and you know, the pressure's there to get this last buffalo in the freezer. So yeah, it's a big deal. He's gonna have a tough time sleeping tonight. I know that. As soon as this gets warmed up, see if we can't heat those biscuits up.
Forrest Cloward is one of the most passionate hunters I've ever met. A no-nonsense, no-frills kind of guy. A man who lives for family, friends, and hunting. And he's passed this tradition of bison hunting to his children.
He taught me everything I know about hunting.
Kind of old school, isn't he?
He is, yep. He doesn't mess around. We go hard.
Modern day mountain man is what he is.
I think the reason that we're so successful in hunting is we go off the roads, we go backpacking in, we get away from the people and where the animals are. So he's crazy.
It's the evening before the hunt, and Glenn wasn't living up to the family motto of going hard. He was going to stay back at camp to help out with dinner. That is, until someone gave him a hard time.
Adam Eakle called me soft or squishy or something.
Next thing I knew, you were on a wheeler.
Yeah.
The Henry Mountains are recognized as one of the best mule deer units in the world, but it is also home to one of only a few wild, free-ranging bison herds in North America. The Clowards looked this morning for some bison, but came home empty. We had hoped to find some tonight, and we just might, if we could drive past some of the bucks we found rutting on the way.
Added bonus seeing deer like this out here. They're awesome. He's a big, close to 30-inch, probably 4-point. Yeah, big boy.
Wrong tag.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, back to bison?
Yeah, let's go find buffalo and make the trifecta on this one.
All right.
Is that what we're here for?
We've come up to the top where we've been for the last 3 years in a row now, scouting for buffalo. You know, when I first showed up here, it was nothing what I expected. You expect buffalo to be plains animal, just be roaming out in the grass where it's nice and easy. You can go drive a truck right to them. This is steep mountains. I think right now we're about 8,500 feet. Top of Pinnell's almost 12,000 feet, so it's steep, rugged terrain. To give you an example, my brother Jason's hunt, we shot it 7 miles from the road. It took us about 3 days to pack it out. We don't use horses or anything, so it's definitely not for the weak-hearted. You need to be in shape for this.
We got some buffalo fur on the bushes here. They like to take this trail back and forth and go water over here sometimes, and yeah, it's a good sign. Buffalo, got some buffalo. Just coming through these cedar trees right here in front of us, about 300, 400 yards, herd buffalo walking right through, coming right to us. Right where we want them to be. They'll camp out there tonight. We can get on in the morning and get us a buffalo.
Is this where you're hoping to find them?
Well, I would hope to find them 10 feet from the four-wheelers, but this is a great spot. I don't think a lot of people are going to come over here, so we don't have to fight hunters for them. So I think we go back to camp, let these buffalo hopefully bed down in some trees and find them in the morning, go back to camp, have dinner, and get our packs ready for in the morning. It'll be a long, sleepless night for me.
These bison are a little over a mile from where we can get the four-wheeler, so if they stay right there, we should have a pretty good chance at them in the morning. We'll have the rest of the hunt here with the Cloward family coming up, but first, let's check out this week's climate quiz question.
The Henry Mountains were one of the last surveyed and last named mountain ranges in the lower 48. John Wesley Powell made note of the range on his 1869 voyage and called them the Unknown Mountains. He later renamed them the Henry Mountains after Joseph Henry, a close friend. Our climate quiz question tonight is, what is the highest peak on the Henry Mountains and who is it named after? Now, once you know the answer, log onto our KSL Outdoors Facebook page, give us the correct answer, and while you're at it, give us a like. We'll then randomly select and announce a winner on our Facebook page the following week. The winner set to walk away with a Climate Static V sleeping pad. Climate, comfortable, rugged, and lightweight. KSL Outdoors, powered by Ford, will be right back on the hunt.
KSL Outdoors is also brought to you by Fish Tech Outfitters, Utah State Parks, Burt Brothers, Sportsman's Warehouse, Evanston, Wyoming, Climate, Intermountain Wind and Solar, and Camp Chef.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Nervous at all?
A little bit now. When we see the buffalo, it'll get worse.
Welcome back to Glenn's bison hunt here on the Henry Mountains.
5 o'clock, let's go.
The history of bison in Utah is really unique. We're really lucky that back in 1941 there was a group of sportsmen who got together with the livestock operators down in the San Rafael Desert and decided, they heard that there were some bison available from Yellowstone National Park. They rounded them up. 15 cows and calves and 3 bulls and put them into old stock trucks and brought them down to the San Rafael Desert and let them go. The year later, 3 bulls had wandered off, so went up and got 5 more bulls.
Those initial bison moved on their own from the San Rafael Desert and now reside primarily on the Henry Mountains. What started out as 23 has grown to hundreds of bison.
In 2009, 2010, we moved 79 bison from the Henrys to the Book Cliffs, and we're numbering about 300 animals over there right now. And if you look on a nationwide perspective, it's really awesome that Utah has these 2 free-ranging herds managed through hunting. It's kind of a unique situation where, like Yellowstone, Wind Cave, Badlands, all these the other big herds, they have to round them up. It's very expensive, and on the other hand, sportsmen pay for bison management in Utah. Without sportsmen, this would be impossible.
The first bison hunt on the Henrys was held way back in 1950 when 10 permits were issued. Hunting resumed in 1960 and permits have been issued almost every year since.
The other really unique thing about the Henrys, it's managed completely by hunting. A lot of bison herds, they have a roundup and a cull, and so the animals are kind of domesticated in some ways, but I can tell you that the bison hunt on the Henrys is as wild as anything you'll ever get. I drew a permit one year and it is the hardest hunt I've ever had.
How'd you sleep last night?
A little bit better knowing that we have buffalo up here.
We're gonna go have some fun. It's cold out here, but at least the wind's blowing. We're gonna sneak over here real slow, and maybe in a half a mile or so, we hope to find those buffalo you guys put to bed last night. So we'll just take it nice and easy and glass a little bit here and there, and with a little luck, they've come our direction instead of gone the other way.
There's something about just shooting buffalo. It started with Indians, bow and arrows. It just takes you way back and maybe almost makes you feel like you were living back then.
We'll get you back on Glenn's hunt after the break, but first, let's head over to the guys at Fish Tech for tonight's fishing report.
Hey, are you having trouble with your last-minute Christmas shopping? Maybe the Fish Tech team can help.
How about you help your fisherman refresh his fly vest this Christmas with leaders, tippet, fly floatant, nippers, or a fly box?
For the bass and muskie fishermen on your list, check out the Whopper Ploppers, now in stock. Or a Fenwick Lunker Stick or an Iconelli spinning rod.
For those emergencies, the Big Larry 400 Lumen light is for you. It has 3 settings, bright, halfways, and red flashing for emergency, and it's also magnetic.
For the ultimate in lightweight performance, the brand new Sage X fly rod, a Sage 4600 reel, and the Reel Perception line.
How about a little pink to brighten up your holiday?
If one of these ideas isn't what you're looking for, a gift certificate always works. From the Fish Tech family to yours, Merry Christmas. And now for tonight's fishing line.
We're on that far ridge where we can glass. We'll be able to see quite a bit, I think, right here. Let's be able to see. Let's go.
Welcome back to KSL Outdoors. Well, we're headed back into the drainage we spotted the bison yesterday. Glenn has a good-sized crew to help, and hopefully he needs it.
You see where these cedars come up to a sharp point? They were maybe 50 to 100 yards down, coming into those trees. Buffalo, buffalo.
800 yards down that way. A couple little hills right there. Just between those junipers, just a little bit closer than where we saw them last night.
We got to get through the ravine right here.
Yeah, we do. We have to go down here, up the other side, and then skirt around.
All right, let's go.
To get to the herd, we've got to drop into this drainage and up the other side. With cliffs on both sides, there's only one way in and one way out.
17 years.
Shut up.
Glenn's older brothers are keeping the mood light, trying to calm him down a bit. There's a lot of pressure on him. I mean, Glenn's got to make a clean shot on TV, no less, and he's got to make sure he shoots the right animal.
Mine is the Henry Mountains cow only. Right here. What you need to look for is the horns. The cows are really skinny at the base, and then they'll kind of curl in. The bulls are going to be really heavy at the base, and they mostly just come straight up. They're not going to curve in. You look kind of for a woolly head for the bulls.
How about we go over these trees and then we can peek around to the left and the right? We're just going to creep up.
The herd is about 200 yards away. These trees are giving Glenn cover to get closer, but they're also blocking his shooting lanes.
Pretty sure that upper one's a cow. How far? 75. Check the top. Almost 100% sure. It's got skinny horns, dude. Tight girl. It's got a narrow face.
If she just steps a little bit further, I think I got a shot.
What's this one down here? There's another one way down here. I prefer this one down here, the middle one. Is that being too picky? No.
It's once in a lifetime, Glenn.
I know.
Get the one you want.
I like that one a lot better. Keep your shot low, go for double lung.
Once again, dead trees are blocking the shot, but the bison have no clue we're here.
You waited 17 years. We can wait a few more minutes.
Get ready. Here we go. Here we go. Not yet. Not yet. Come on. Take one step to your right. Get ready. Get ready. There's your shot. Watch her. Is she the lowest one? Yep. She stopped there, run to the right. I can't see. Go to the right. Watch your safety. Make sure you're shooting at the same one.
No second shot is needed, as Glenn's bison is down.
Glenner. Can I throw up now?
Oh. Hey.
Nice shot.
Whoa, look how big that cow is.
Shut up.
That's gotta be pretty satisfying, huh?
Are you kidding me? Number 6, man.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, it's fantastic.
After nearly 2 decades of hunting these animals, the Clowards have learned a lot and have some advice if you decide to hunt a Henry's bison.
Holy cow, it just got bigger.
From Lake Powell all the way up to the top of Pinnell, they could be anywhere between. And the more help you have, the better off, especially when you get one down.
On the cow hunt, the biggest thing is just making sure you get that cow.
Be in shape when you come out here and go for it, yeah. I'm amazed at how many don't give it their all. We could tell people that there's buffalo right here in this area and they won't come because you can't see them from the road. It's like, wow, it's a once-in-a-lifetime hunt. You got to give it your all.
What do we count? 13 people here, Morris?
13.
We have a big crew, yeah. Make it easy getting out.
Yeah, I'll bet. And it's probably needed, right? You need these young legs to get out of here.
Strong backs, weak minds.
Is that what we brought? A lot of them?
No.
That's a neat animal, Glenn.
Thank you.
Yeah, beautiful. And nice, perfect one shot. Must have double lunged her. She didn't go far at all.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah, what a beautiful animal. Well, we've got a lot of work. We've got to break this animal down and pack it out of here. Jared and I, we're out of here ourselves. No, just kidding. We'll help out for sure. Hey, let's head down a different trail and learn a little bit more about the bison in tonight's Utah Field Guide.
The American bison, commonly referred to as buffaloes, are North America's largest land mammals. Bison once roamed all of North America and had an estimated population between 20 and 30 million animals. Bison were also once symbolic of the Great Plains and crucially important to Native Americans, who would use their meat, skin, fur, and even bones for their ways of life. Today, approximately 500,000 bison live across North America, with many of those found in national parks, in preserves, and on private ranches. The Henry Mountain bison herd was introduced into the area in the mid-1940s. The herd now numbers more than 400 head. Recently, Henry Mountain bison were discovered to be considered a genetically pure herd, meaning that they have no cattle genes in their bloodlines, one of only 3 wild genetic pure herds in the nation. The Yellowstone herd, where the Henry Mountain herd came from, is another genetically pure herd. For more information on the bison or any other wild critter in Utah, be sure to check our outdoors page at ksltv.com.
Boy, if there's a more spectacular place in Utah, I have yet to find it. You've got Navajo, you've got the Henrys, you've got the boulders here behind us, and spectacular weather, even in the middle of December. Get down here, bring your family, bring your binoculars, check out some of the big bucks and the big bison. Hey, let's turn it over to Kevin now for tonight's recreation forecast. Welcome back to KSL Outdoors, back here on the Henry Mountains, along with the Cloward family. I'm Adam Eakle. Hey, don't forget, if you're looking for some ideas to get your family out into the outdoors for the new year, check our outdoors calendar page at ksltv.com. What a neat moment. I'm glad you let us share it with you.
Fantastic. This is like the closing of an era right here. Number 5. So
that's it, huh?
Pretty tickled, yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, grandchildren now.
Grandchildren. Here we go. Be a few years before they draw, but we'll have them shooting good by then. So
yeah, that's awesome. Well, this is going to make a fantastic snapshot. So congratulations, kid.
Thank you.
He's not that big of a kid. He's like 25. But don't forget, when you have your baby, your kid out with you, and you get a beautiful once-in-a-lifetime animal down on the ground, take a few snapshots, submit it to our snapshot contest. Now your turn with the best of the week, our snapshot of the week.
We kick it off with a 23-year quest coming to an end. Brett finally drew a Henry Mountain bison bull tag, and with his buddies Doug, Brett, and Tyler, he was able to shoot a nice bull as well. Some wonderful memories, Brett says, with some good friends. This year's general season deer hunt was a hunt of a lifetime for Jacob and his father-in-law. Jacob's father-in-law struck first with his 29-inch wide buck. Not long after, Jacob scored with this heavy 165-inch buck. Jacob says he'll never forget, as it felt similar to Christmas morning as a kid. The Dixon boys' highlight of the year is the deer hunt. This year, Ryan started a new job and had training, so he promised his son Dakota that he would take him out on the last weekend of the hunt. Ryan knew his boy was a bit disappointed. But on the last day of the hunt, Dakota scored big on this beautiful public land buck, a memory Ryan says he'll never forget. The deer season for the Christofferson family boys was full of excitement, memories, and success. With 5 tags, they all tagged 5 great bucks. This, they say, will be a season to remember. Gary waited 20 years for his bison tag. He drew on the Book Cliffs and found this old bull the afternoon on the opening day. He had his son-in-law, his 2 grandkids, his brother, and a cousin along for the experience. A great hunt, Gary, and a dandy bull. But our winner tonight bagged a limit at the ripe old age of 10. Maddox and his dad Dustin were out on Maddox's first ever duck hunt. 2 boxes of 20-gauge shells later, and old Maddox was able to bag a limit of greenheads. You know, Maddox, I know a lot of men who have never completed such a feat, including me. Congrats, kid, on a great memory with the old man, and now our big prize for having just won the Snapshot of the Week. Remember, submit your pictures or video plus an explanation of your latest outdoor adventures online at ksltv.com. The winner each week wins a commemorative 100th anniversary National Parks cast iron Dutch oven and skillet. And the winner is also entered into our Ford Trucks quarterly Facebook giveaway for a Camp Chef pellet grill.
If you're gonna smoke, grill, or bake, the Camp Chef Smoke Pro's got you covered. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors.
It's more than just shooting an animal. It's having your friends and your family here to be here and share the moments with you. So yeah.
Those memories are never go away, do they?
No, you'll always remember those.
Good job, guys. It's a beautiful animal, and thanks for having us out. You know, it wasn't like we were staying in the Hilton, although my tent you made up for me was pretty nice. You promised me a heater, Morris.
We had one outside our tent.
Oh, okay. I was freezing last night. Good time down here on the Henrys. You know, it's more, like Glenn was saying, than just shooting an animal. We saw a giant deer, 30-inch wide buck yesterday, and what a neat place. And we're all going shed hunting, right?
We're going to go hunt shed.
We got time.
Hey, I'm Adam Eakle, KSL Outdoors. Make sure you do like the Cloward family here. Get out, experience the great outdoors here in Utah, and make some great memories. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.